Welcome to this demonstration of a process that's integrated with a PDF generation technology called Adlib and a record management technology called HP Record Manager, also formerly known as HPRM. This demonstration is going to be that of a business case approval, and essentially what we're going to do is attach a couple of documents to a business case, allow that to be routed around for approval, and then watch what happens to the outcome of this process and where it ends up. So in this case it's going to be for an office extension. Let's say it's going to cost $76,000. We need that completed by that date and some project description inside here. The next thing we need to do is attach a couple of documents. Now we've got a few ways of attaching these documents. So the first way is I'm simply going to go and attach the plans. So the plans for this property. So let's go and find an attachment, and what I've got here is some example CAD drawings. So I'm going to attach a CAD drawing to this particular one. Now I know not everybody along the process is able to read or open up CAD drawings. They don't have AutoCAD on their machine. So I'm going to use a little technology called Adlib and just hit this little generate PDF document. And what that's going to do is it's going to turn those plans into a PDF document so that everyone down the line as part of this approval process will be able to view those plans. And there you go. That's now a PDF of those plans. The next thing I want to do is go and add a additional document onto this. So for example, maybe I'd like to add a document now out of my record management system. So this time I'm going to now go and fetch those documents from my record management system. So a little form's opened up, and inside here I can now go and search my HPRM system, in this case HPRM. So there's a number of ways I can search. There's title word searches, and for example if I look for previous business case, BR case, and just do a title word search. B case. There's a number of previous business cases, and I can go through and find them, bring up the various different information about that particular business case, and then maybe attach that as an attachment into this new business case. So maybe it's got something that's related, so I've fetched that previous record and I've actually attached that into this document as well. Right, so I've got my two different attachments. The last thing I'm going to do here is go and attach a further one. Maybe the presentation that we gave to the board before we did this. So I'm just going to go and find a little test doc, which is a little PDF document that I'm going to go and attach. And in that particular case, maybe not everyone has PowerPoint, so just in the same way I can also just go and turn that one as well into a PDF document as well. Next thing we're going to do is go and specify the people that are going to be involved in this process. So what I'm going to do is add an Ian Worthington as a reviewer. Then I'm going to go and add myself, so for the purposes of the demo, as one of the approvers, and I'm going to go and add myself as well as the final ultimate approver of this particular business case. So now that I have my documents, I've specified the people that are involved, I'm now ready to submit this off. So let's go ahead and submit it, and thereby starting the business process that is then going to take place. One of the first things that takes place in this process is that we snapshot this original form as a PDF document, and that gets automatically emailed back to the originator as a record for them to know about the details of what they actually submitted. So let's go and have a look at that. There we go. So sitting in my email, I can see, good day, you've submitted this business case for approval. Here's a copy of it for your record. So I can now go and file that away, and I've got a bit of a record of the details of what I actually originally submitted. Right? What's also happened now is that it has now kicked off our process. So if I drill down to the bottom here, I can see that business case currently running, business case 143, is currently in the review stage. If I click on the item over here, we can bring up a little report to show us, well, what's currently going on with that business case. And I can see it's currently in review, and it is sitting with Ian Worthington, who needs to complete an action on that. I can also go and have a look at the view flow. This is a graphical representation of the workflow. I can see it started and it's gone to that review step, and there again I can look into the details and I can see that sitting with Ian for review. So what we're going to do now is switch over to Ian and complete that task on his work list. So in this view here, I've logged in as Ian. Ian is actually using Office 365, and inside of his task list, inside of Office 365, we can actually see that task appearing inside over here, so that business case approval in his task. So what Ian can do is he could approve it from his task list, or he can actually drill down into the business case itself. So we're loading up that form with inside of the context of Office 365. We can see all the details of the business case, who it was submitted by, the information, as well as the different documents. And now I can go and actually open up those PDFs documents. Maybe I'm even on my mobile phone and be able to interact with that. So what Ian's pretty much going to do is agree with it. Well, looks good. He's going to add a little review comment inside there, and he's going to submit that off. What that will do is continue our process. So if we minimize the screen over here, and now we look onto my task list, you can see I have now received the approval. So if you remember, it first went to Ian, and then to the approval, which was back to myself, Igor, and then the final approval that also sits with me. So for this one, I'm going to open it up on my view now. And once again, I can see the information, I can see the review history. So Ian, during the review, he completed that and he said it all looks good. Have a look at the documents just in the same way, and then this time make a specific decision on that. So I'm going to add a comment into this as well. I think it's all fine. Let's get it approved. Alright, so I'm approving that particular step in the process and submitting that off. And then just in the same way, it's going to come to me for my final approval. Let's give that a refresh. There we go, the ultimate approval. And let me go and complete that particular step. So again, it's all good to go is my final comment on that particular one. Let's approve that, and I can again see, you know, all the steps and everybody that's been participating in this. In this particular one, I've even given a little advanced mode. When I click on that, it opens up further information that I can interact with this process. So the first thing that's opened up is a little section that gives me ad hoc actions. So I can go in an ad hoc way, maybe include somebody else in this process, assign some tasks to people within the context of this approval. And as I scroll down, I can see the original people that were allocated as part of this process, and I can actually see from here the actions and the steps that are currently. So we're in process at the moment on that one. I can see it's been approved there, and that step was completed. So let's continue this, submit that off. So let's go and have a look at the process. So we can see that business case 143 approved and completed. Let's have a look at the view flow behind the scenes to see the entire process as it ran through. So it came approved, ultimate approval, then converted all the documents into a single PDF, and that's actually a little sub-process. What's actually taken place inside of this sub-process is that we've gone and created a single PDF document out of the original smart form, out of all the process history, and all the files that were attached as part of this process, and we've converted all those into a PDF. And then the final thing that we've done to our business case 143 is that we've declared that as a record in the record management system. So let's go and have a look at some of the outcomes of this process. So with inside of my email, what we can see here, the last email I got was good day. This has now been approved, and a single PDF that's been attached for business case 143, and that includes a generated PDF document about the Office extension, or Office extinction in this particular case, with the original form, the attached PDF of a previous business case, with that attached PDF's table of contents and information, the CAD drawing, the process transaction log, and the text slide deck. As I go through that, you can see all the content that has been included as part of this single PDF document, including the application transaction log of all the people that were involved in the process, the PDFs, the CAD. There's the CAD drawing inside there. So let's go and have a look inside of the trim system. So if I go into HPRM Record Manager and we go and search for, it was business case 143. So B case 143. There we go. We can see that now sitting inside of Trim. Record Manager. I can go and open that particular PDF, and there's that PDF document that was emailed, but as a record inside of the record management system.